association gives me great opportunities to develop myself, to realize that I can do something to make something better in teacher education, and all the participants are helping me to doing a good research, and we are trying to improve all those stuffs together, and I think this is a great feeling of community.
I still recollect my enthusiasm when meeting in person and in real flesh and blood all the researchers who were in my studies reference list.
I'm really honored to be leading ESERA. This is a fantastic organization that has made a significant impact on me as a science education researcher. The membership of this association has grown so much in the last 25 years. Members who are from different career stages, including doctoral students, postdoctoral researchers, senior colleagues. I want to especially acknowledge and thank the senior colleagues who were instrumental in the formulation of this association 25 years ago. It's because of their vision that we're here today.
We couldn't really agree what Europe was. We weren't sure what science was. We weren't exactly sure what education or research were, but we knew what an association was. And gradually we got together and we made ESERA.
ESERA was the first large association with possible exchanges between biologists, life science, chemistry and physics researchers. So clearly it was a real starting.
The whole thing started in the early 90s when Piet Leijzen from Utrecht sent a letter of invitation to about 15 laboratories and research groups to gather together in his place and discuss what are we going to do, what are our visions, our plans for establishing some kind of structures in science education research. I had the honor to participate in this meeting, and out of that meeting came the organization of the first summer school in Utrecht in 1993. And this is a peculiarity for developing a research association which started from the summer school and then moved to the association, while usually the research associations start and then have something for their doctoral students or master students.
While I was presenting my first poster, I was approached by a lady with which I had a great discussion, a very useful discussion for my research. And then accidentally I looked at her badge, and I saw that she was actually the author of a paper that I read like 20 times previously, and had oriented my whole research, so I thought, this is useful.
It was one of the best experiences of my PhD journey, because I was still in the very early stages of my PhD. The summer school helped clarify the focus of my study, and I also explored various theoretical and methodological options. The interaction within and between the groups was vibrant, and everyone gave generous feedback on my work.
I've participated in the ESERA summer schools. I have done that for several times now. That 1 week experience with the doctoral students and serving as a mentor with them, that is very fulfilling work. That's, again, personally and professionally. Getting to mentor these young scholars who are doing amazing things.
I was a student in one of the first summer schools, at the summer school that was in Barcelona in 1996. And that moment was very particular in my life because I had to decide what I had to do with my future. And attending that conference was for me just the right moment. And there, the attendance of that school was the main reason for me to decide that I really wanted to be involved in this kind of research and then research in physics education.
Last year at the summer school in Finland, where on I think it was the third day of the whole week, that I found myself surrounded by these really interesting, great researchers I was really inspired by. But we were in a Finnish sauna, so we were almost completely naked and sweating, and we were hitting each other on the back with twigs. And it's really nice to have such an experience in a more or less professional setting.
That stays with me, the idea that these people that I'm meeting will be my peers for the rest of my career, and that we might all go on to be professors at some stage.
What I like very, very well is how ESERA supports the young researchers. We organize workshops, we organize summer schools, we take care about the future, and that is really great.
I have many memories, but I think the highlight of being an ESERA member has been the travel award that I was granted last year. So I've been working with colleagues in Australia, and because of the travel grant I was able to pay the flight tickets to the other end of the world from Norway to Perth to Western Australia, and I did a research stay there for 9 months, and it's been such an amazing experience being able to collaborate across countries and across institutions and finding myself in a new, really inspiring academic environment.
That cultural sensitivity is something that has been shown in all of the work that we've been doing in the last 25 years in ESERA. We are different, we do speak different languages, but now we take time to listen. And I don't think we were so good at that at the beginning.
ESERA was very important for me and for all Spanish people. We were an emerging community, and we had the opportunity to cooperate with colleagues. International cooperation was one of the outcomes of the ESERA launching.
I went there with no expectations, but I can remember that I felt very much welcome over there. It was a embracement of the association.
It's always wonderful to come to ESERA. ESERA has conferences in the most wonderful places. ESERA has now become the conference of choice for science educators. It's the place to be, and it's always exciting to know where the next meeting will be.
My experience is of the conference 97 in Rome, where we had a wonderful conference dinner, and I met some friends there, and we were sitting outside, and there was trees in the garden, and there was a wonderful environment, and I met these friends there who are still my friends, and we meet each ESERA conference, and it's been a wonderful opportunity.
And it's really good because you can both meet new friends, meet new people, and at the same time you can really see what is going on in the research, and it's really inspiring.
I also remember with affection the conference dinners in Nicosia and in Thessaloniki, where there was Greek dancing after the meal and everybody was on the floor in long lines dancing around.
I always go to ESERA conferences, and I also am on the board, the ESERA board. So I have the conference portfolio. So that's another reason to be here, to see what a great job the local organizers do after working with them for a few years. So ESERA is really a strong part of my existence professionally.
Croatia, but in Italy is almost the same situation. We have the situation that the very young children, they like nature, they like science, they watch a lot of TV programs like National Geographic, like Nature, and they are very interested in these natural phenomena and so on. And then when those children comes to the school, they lose the interest.
As a non-European member of ESERA, one of the most illuminating experiences has been a gradual understanding that in spite of our geographical and cultural contexts, we grapple with very similar challenges in science education.
ESERA has been an extended family. If my research group has been a family where young researchers grow to become more experienced and more active and develop an international voice, ESERA has been an academic home that has provided support, mentoring, guidance, friendship, good relationships, human connections.
If you told us in 1995 that ESERA was going to be 1,600 people meeting in this fantastic city with special interest groups and strands and tremendous leadership, full of less experienced and more experienced researchers, I don't think we would have believed that it was going to happen. I think our expectations were probably not high enough. It's turned out to be a fantastic organisation.
You know what ESERA stands for? Actually, it stands for Extra Special Educational Research Association. So, and that's what it's meant to me over the years that I've been coming to it, because it's a great group of people who are really dedicated to science education research.
If I had a wish, it would be that ESERA can continue to be a very open, accepting, welcoming community that is supportive to its members and helps people to make connections, become networked and contribute and have the feeling that they're contributing to a large venture that is ultimately concerned with trying to improve the experience in schools of children learning science.
For the future of ESERA, I hope that ESERA will use the diversity of the members as a richness to create debates and to create new opportunity to develop and to improve science teaching and science learning, not only at school but out of school.
I'm very happy that we have ESERA in our world.
ESERA has grown into such an international organization that is inclusive and diverse. In fact, this wealth of diversity is so important for ESERA, and unfortunately, in a short video, it's impossible to represent. I want to thank the membership of ESERA for making it what it is.
I thank ESERA, of course, and I wish all the best for the next 25 years.